What's up guys, DoubleDragon here with more PTR footage, in this case, the final boss of the Throne of Thunder, Lei Shen, and also the last boss in the final tier of LFRs. No lore, as usual, he's just the Thunder King. It speaks for itself. So let's jump right into it. Now there are 3 phases, and there are some ongoing mechanics that you need to be aware of, and these are the conduits. Now, Lei Shen has to be in range of a conduit, otherwise it will damage your raid like huge amounts of damage, and that's not good. So every time a conduit reaches 100 energy from him standing next to it, the level of the conduit will raise, and you kind of want that to happen. And you want the conduit that's giving you trouble to reach the highest level, because during the phase transitions, that is the conduit that will be knocked out of the fight, which is good. It's good. So the first conduit is the north one, and basically you got to stack for it, otherwise you will all take so much damage. Pretty straightforward. There are some other mechanics that will stop you from stacking all the time, but essentially that's all there is to it. Now this one you don't want to stack because it's like a chain lightning, and every time it hits another person it will summon diffused lightnings, the mobs from the vortex pinnacle. So yeah, just make sure these things aren't spawning all over the place, because they do chain lightning as well, and that's not good. So South Conduit, overcharge. It's going to target random player and root them down, and give them an energy ring that will damage other players. So whenever that happens, just spread out and try and heal through it. Keep bearing in mind that you are going to be rooted, so that's not going to be good for the other mechanics. So West Conduit, bouncing bolts, random locations on the ground. So every time it hits a place on the ground, like usually you get out of these things, right? It's like a void zone, you get out of it. But in this case, you have to have at least one player standing in it, otherwise it will summon an unharnessed power. So that's all for the ongoing stuff. Now stage 1, Thunderstruck. So obviously make sure Lei Shen is near a conduit. Now decapitate, whenever this happens, the tank just moves away as far away as you can possibly get. The further the better, because you're going to be taking, if you get hit by decapitate, you're going to die. But if you're at like max range, then you'll only get hit by maim, and you can survive through that. So that's just for the tanks. Thunderstruck, this is for everyone. Once again, just get away from the boss as far as you can get. The further away, the better. You'll take less damage. Lightning Crash, this one is interesting, and happens in the 3rd phase as well. I believe the 2nd phase as well, maybe. But essentially, it's going to inflict 75,000 damage every 1 second for 45 seconds. That is intense. So whether or not there's a way to avoid that, it's not clear, but let's just assume you have to heal through it, and that is going to be craziness. You're going to have to AoE heal, contending with the other mechanics as well. So the intermission is when you go from phase 1 to phase 2, and during this, he's going to, at 70% health, he's going to like charge lightning, and then it's going to make one of the conduits go up a level. And the one with the highest level already, so the one that you've been taking the boss near, will like explode and just be out of the fight. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. But whenever it is about to explode, whenever it does overload, you don't want to be in that quadrant of the room. Otherwise, you'll take some damage. So just whenever this phase transition happens, just move away to another corner of the room. Kind of like Feng, the second boss at MSV, alright? Stage 2, phase 2. So once again, yeah, just take a near conduit. Slashes at the target, so this is for tanks. You're going to take 400,000 damage, okay, there's no way to get around that, and after 5 seconds you will inflict 500,000 damage to all allies within 8 yards. So whenever you get hit by this, you have to move away from your stacked group, because you will be stacked during this phase for ball lightning, which like you'll summon a lightning ball and it will chase a player, and the further away from it they are, the more damage they will take. So you all want to be clumped together, but you don't want to be in front of the boss, because he does a lightning whip 80 yards in front of him, 250,000. So you want to stack behind the boss, but the tank has to move away whenever he gets the fusion slash. Yeah. Intermission, once again, a conduit will go down, so it speaks for itself. Stage 3 is a compilation of stage 1 and stage 2. So overwhelming power, I think this is the only really new one, along with violent gale winds. So I think this is just like a tank swap, I believe. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. It could be, could not be. So violent gale winds, he's going to push you around, so try not to die. Thunderstruck, get as far away from him as you can. Lightning Crash, heal through it. Summon ball lightning, stack together. Lightning Whip, do not stand in front of him. Now that's all, so I will do a recap. So stand in the conduit that is giving you the most trouble first off. The north one stack together, the east one do not stack whatsoever. Kill the ad if it spawns. South conduit, just heal through it, you're going to be rooted, so contend with that. West conduit, get into the void zones and kill the ads when they do spawn, but only one person get in the void zone, mind you. So phase 1, tank moves away from the boss as far as he can whenever he does the decapitate. Thunderstruck, the player moves away as far away from the boss as possible. Lightning crash, heal through it. Intermission, a conduit will go down, get away from that corner of the room. Phase 2, tank is going to get hit by a fusion slash, so whenever that happens, just move away from the group. Some more lightning, stack behind the boss. Lightning whip, just stay stacked behind the boss. Intermission, a conduit will go down. Stage 3, possibly tank swap, but probably not. Violent Gale wins, just don't be hit if possible. Thunderstruck, move away from the boss. Lightning crash, heal through it. Some more lightning, stack together behind the boss, always, except for when he's about to kill you. That's all there is to it. I will be doing more detailed animated guides closer to the live release. This is the final PTR guide, so deal with it. Just have a go at a few of the bosses if you want in the PTR. Subscribe to the channel if you want to, for me to present you with the new guides as soon as they are up. Have a good one, guys, and catch you later.